If you set academic goals for this year for your homeschool, like finish the curriculum, raise the test scores, or my personal least favorite, love learning, then I can already tell you with pretty close certainty how this year is going to go for you. You'll probably feel pretty productive in January. You'll start feeling behind in February. And by the springtime, you will quietly start lowering your standards again and calling it grace. Here's the truth, Mama. Academic goals do not run a homeschool. Behavioral ones do. And if your homeschool keeps stalling out, as so many do, it is because you are trying to control outcomes instead of enforcing inputs. This is actually a leadership problem, not a planning problem. So most homeschool parents confuse results with requirements. Academic goals describe those end results that you're looking for. But homeschools actually run on daily execution. You cannot execute an outcome. The outcome is the result of the execution. You are only able to execute on behaviors. So you don't do reading improvement. What you do is reading daily, or you don't. To give you an example that is outside the sphere of homeschooling, this might help make it more clear. This is why saying I want to lose 20 pounds in 2026 is a bad goal, because that is the outcome. So instead, a better goal would be to say, I want to stick to 1,500 calories a day. I want to walk 10,000 steps a day. I want to drink 64 ounces of water a day, and I want to get 8 hours of sleep a day. So those are the things that you can actually control that lead to the weight loss. Do you see the difference? So these are the reasons why most academic goals always fall apart. It's because they rely on a few different things: motivation, cooperation, mood, energy, ideal circumstances. Any system that requires your child to feel like cooperating and for you to have enough energy is not actually a system. It is just a hope. Here is the bottom line. Goals that depend on feelings will always lose to life's circumstances. Let me say that again. Goals that rely on feelings will always lose to life's circumstances. Let's talk about the two different types of goals. Academic goals or outcomes. Number 1, finish the math curriculum. Number 2, catch up in reading. Number 3, improve writing. Number 4, love learning. Number 5, have a peaceful homeschool. None of these tell you what to actually do today. And then here's the second type of goal: behavioral goals or inputs. Number 1, math is completed and checked every weekday. Number 2, reading happens daily, no skipped days. Number 3, written work is completed before playtime. Number 4, school begins at a set time, regardless of how we're feeling. Number 5, core subjects are done daily, whether the day feels smooth or not. Number 6, school is done daily, whether it feels efficient or not. So here's the bottom line. That second type of goal, the behavioral goals, they don't care how you feel, and that is why they work. So here's where a lot of homeschool moms get this so wrong, and this is why they're struggling so hard. They think that their job in the homeschool is to manufacture enthusiasm or to curate a love for learning. That is not their job. The homeschool mother's job is actually to establish expectations and to reinforce those expectations and to make sure that those expectations are being met. You are not a cruise director, you are an educator, and it is time to start acting like one. Children do not need novelty. They actually need and are starving for predictability. That is where they thrive. They need to know what will happen and when it will happen, and what will happen if it's not done. A child who knows what is clearly expected is a child who will stop resisting every single thing. But a child who thinks that he can negotiate his way in or out of things will never settle. So many parents, so many homeschool parents especially, are avoiding behavioral goals because they feel rigid and they're so afraid that they're going to stifle this mythical love of learning. But what they are actually avoiding is enforcement. What does that mean? They're avoiding being parents. They're avoiding being an authority. And that is why they have children that are running the show. Enforcement is not harsh, or it doesn't have to be. I mean, sure, you have some overbearing authoritarian parents who don't know how to do things nicely, but it does not have to be harsh. Enforcement actually provides crystal clear clarity for both the child and the parent. And clarity greatly reduces anxiety, again, both for the child and for the parent. We live in a day and age of anxiety. Shouldn't we do everything that we can to make it easier for our child? Children are able to relax when there is an adult who is clearly in charge. So, homeschool mom, it is time for you to be that adult. So here's how to tell if something is a real homeschool goal. I want you to run it through this litmus test. You're going to ask yourself these questions. Number 1, can I enforce this daily? Number 2, can I tell if it didn't happen? Number 3, would an outside observer know whether it was upheld? So in other words, it's not up for interpretation whether it was done or not. So if the answer is no to any of these questions, then no, it is not a goal. It's really just a wish and a hope. So what actually changes when you finally switch these goal types? Well, let me tell you, things get much, much better. You're going to have fewer power struggles, less emotional outbursts during homeschool, less decision fatigue for mom, more momentum in the homeschool, and actual academic progress. That progress stops being something that you are hoping and wishing for and starts becoming the actual outcome. So most parents really do know what those behavioral goals should actually be. The real problem here is that they don't have a structure that reinforces them automatically. So if you've had the wrong types of homeschool goals all along and they keep failing like they always do, it's not because you didn't want them badly enough. It's just because you were aiming at the wrong target. Those academic outcomes are going to follow those behavioral habits every single time. So if you need help turning those daily standards into a structure that actually gets done every day, that's what my Homeschool Schedule Blueprint does. It is not inspirational. I did not create this to make you feel better about yourself. I made this so that you could start executing and executing everything. If you also need some additional accountability or some leadership support or coaching, along with a place where expectations are taken seriously, I created the Headmistress Circle to support you. So, homeschool moms, in 2026, let's stop setting goals that just sound good. Let's set standards instead that you're actually willing and able to enforce. The links for both of those two offerings are in the description below.